Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Monster Hunter Rise running on the SteamDeck. Oh boy. Oh, that's right, there's a sale.
I've got some great bargains. An excellent purchase. Come again.
Hey you! Go kick some butt.
That's right, we just sent them on their way.
I have a special quest for you. Have a look.
Alright, what do we got? 12 pieces of coal.
Be careful out there.
Get your money, Dongo, right here! Yeah, those are great. You Here you go. Yay!
Kamura Village! Move!
This looks useful. This looks useful. I'll just take this. This looks useful.
Cool, cool, cool. No. Oh, gee, that's a long way down. Alright, where the hell am I?
I'll just take this.
I haven't done that much hunting in this area, so I've only been to it once or twice. There's something up there?
This looks useful.
Not sure.
One step closer to completion.
Where's this thing? It should be right on top of it. What?
Making good progress. Yeah. Move. Go!
These gathering missions are always just kind of a pain. They'll take longer than you expect them to. It's hard to even find all the spots.
Good job, buddy. Time to head home.
A special quest has been added. Which quest would you like?
Okay, 10 arachnoids.
Good luck.
Yeah, toss on an empty stomach. Sure thing. You.
Kamura Village. Yeah. This looks useful.
Okay, where are you, little
Let
bastards?
us begin.
Are you really? Okay. Okay, fine.
It's up to something.
Oh, he's a lot more roly-poly this time around.
Be careful. Must maintain my edge. Mission accomplished. Might as well put this to use.
taking that. Gonna need some of this. Might as well put this to use.
Okay, where are these other guys?
Move. Gonna need some of this. Might as well put this to use. I'll be taking that. Gonna need some of this. Go! I'll just take this. Might as well put this to use. All too easy. Wonderful work, my friend. I'll be taking that.
Okay, that takes care of all the less fun subquests. Get it all out of the way. That's usually how I like to work it. Rather than save them all to the end and just not have a fun time at the end.
Yeah! Gonna need some of this. Good job, buddy. Time to head home.
Okay, we're finally ready for that urgent quest.
I have a special quest for you. Here's the quest list. Be careful out there.
Hi, welcome. Yeah, those are great. You. Here you go. Yay!
A grudge towards all life, given form in flame. Stalks unsuspecting creatures. That it seeks to maim. Its prey turns round to face it, preferring a hero's death, knowing that this purple fire will steal its final breath. Pray for its soul, for this creature of pure evil shall swallow the world whole.
Barbarous beasts.
Kamura Village.
Yeah! This looks useful. I'll just take this. I'll just take this.
There you are, friend. Where the hell's it going? Barely even started fighting.
Go!
This looks useful. I'll just take this. Move! This looks useful. Wonderful work, my friend.
You okay?
Look how fast this guy is. Oh, really? Damn. It's a good reach.
It's fleeing! Go!
Try and never stop gathering. It's one of the most important things about Monster Hunter. You will need everything that can possibly be gathered at some point in time in the game. And you'll need a lot of it.
Take this. Going swimmingly.
Ooh. Knock around. Zeal. He's tired, but that doesn't mean he's weak. Those are not the same things in Monster Hunter.
After it!
Move! Enough to do it!
Damn it. Stop going that direction, you weirdo.
That'll do! I'm your master now!
Ooh, right into fire.
Splendid! Gonna need some of this. Wonderful work, my friend. Yeah! I'll just take this.
So much stuff together.
Good job, buddy. All in a day's work.
Good job defeating Magnamalo, Kamura Hunter.
You are what I call a true hero.
Or sucker.
Welcome back! We heard you beat that Magnamalo! Way to go!
We've been thinking about what Elder Fugan told us. About what we could do to help protect everyone in the village. But all I can do is take care of buddies.
And I can only prepare Dongo for you. But then, we figured that all the work Diori does actually makes your life a lot easier. And my delicious treats keep everyone happy and in good health.
And that's how we contribute to Kamura.
Fine answer.
But you're wrong.
Kamura Village had the brightest kids around.
Well now, I think it's time for me to get back to doing my part, don't you think?
Right, me too.
And me 3! Okay, time for some new recipes! I've been thinking of a Magnamalo menu. I'd use some dark chocolate.
Sounds heavenly.
I gotta say, you did a great job, Hunter. Thank you.
You know,
Take it.
I'm actually a great sword wielder. They're into the long swords this time around.
This thing's been passed down in Kamura for generations. You defeated Magnamalo, so now it's yours.
I don't even know where I'm going to put this
Take
thing.
it, will ya?
Look how big it is.
I'm getting too old to be lugging this thing around. Go on.
Compensation complete.
I feel lighter already, kid.
Oh, we get credits. Yeah, well, what can I say? Monster Hunter, that's amazing. Always the perfect balance between difficulty and challenge, you know. It definitely, there are parts where it definitely does challenge you really hard. But, you know, you get to know your weapon really well. You get to know all of the abilities you have really well. Match it with the armor and elements. You know, throw it all together in a multiplayer party, and it's a really, really great experience. Even as a single player experience, I think it's some of the best entertainment you can buy. But you know, Monster Hunter's been at this for a long time. I mean, I played Monster Hunter since like the PS2 release, back when, you know, Capcom really wasn't exactly sure what a good online title would be. You know, they released this and Auto Modelista. And obviously, Auto Modelista, they really kind of screwed up on that thing. Otherwise, I thought that would have been a long-running series. But, you know, it controlled terribly. And this game, you know, the original Monster Hunter, also, you know, for some people controlled terribly, but I always thought it was really good. Just, you know, some of those boss battles you'd have to fight from, you know, you had to fight something that was on the beach, and you could only go to the shore because at that time there was no swimming or anything. So it was a really challenging game. You know, and over the years they've kept it. They've kept like the core gameplay, you know, the same but improved. You know, they've added more and more abilities, and more moves. You know, more sets of armor, more locations, more monsters, and you know, Monster Hunter at this point in time is something that you can really rely on, no matter what platform you get it on. It's interesting to see them do this different take on Monster Hunter. You know, Monster Hunter World was, I mean, I wouldn't say it was realistic, but it was closer to realistic graphics than this. You know, this is, you know, highly stylized. But the Switch was the target audience, and you can tell that, you know, the overall the visuals, you know, still look really good, but they look good in a different way than Monster Hunter World. And this one is a lot more. I mean, it's sort of strange to say it, but this is even more lighthearted than Monster Hunter World. Like, Monster Hunter World also is lighthearted, but this is like, feels like it's a little younger target audience with the character, you know, with the characters being what they are. And again, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, at the end of the day, the core gameplay, the core difficult, and you know, somewhat. You know, somewhat hard to learn gameplay is still there that has satisfied Monster Hunter players for, you know, many years now. You know, I like the new monsters. You know, Magnamalo is obviously not the star, but yeah, I like having the old monsters in there as well. You know, they kept all the monster battles between monsters in there. Somehow they managed it on the Switch. Of course, we're playing it on the SteamDeck. We're playing the Steam version, so we're playing a PC version, which runs really well. You know, it's not quite double the frame rate as it is on the Switch. You know, Switch runs at a lock 30, and this one fluctuates. You know, sometimes you see frames drop if the camera notices that. But overall, it is a smoother experience. And so, if you have the means to get a Steam Deck, this sort of reminds me of what it was like to play it on the PSP. You know, the PSP was like the hot, cool portable, with better graphics and better sound, while the DS was still around. This is like kind of like a premier portable console. Granted, not everything really runs as well as it should. But if you're looking to play like the best version of a portable Monster Hunter, this would be the way to do it. Of course, you can also play this game docked, although the docks behave a little strangely. Like for me, I always have to unplug and plug in my dock because the resolution that is outputted through the SteamDeck doesn't seem to understand how to upscale unless you reset it. It's really strange. That doesn't affect, of course, portable play. If you're playing on the native screen, obviously it's not something you have to worry about. Plus, you can lock this down to 40 and 50 frames. You can lock the system down to 40 and 50 frames for the refresh rate, which makes the game appear even smoother. Sort of strange to say. But yeah, obviously we're not done. There is more Monster Hunter to play. This is just the first set of credits. So we haven't even faced the more terrifying monsters, the ones that really, really give you a run for your money. If you get this game now, inside of your inventory box, they give you a good starter set of weapons, which are easily upgraded to things that are probably beyond the level of the first HR7 or HR2? Well, HR2 online, which is good. That way it gets players into it really easily. It's still challenging enough. If you don't know any of the patterns and you're not sure how to dodge or how to use your Kinsex or any of the other number of new moves that you have open to you. The wire bugs, they open up a lot of possibilities there. So even somebody like me who likes the great sword, can still be a very, very mobile person. They also experimented with that in Monster Hunter World, where you can have different types of fighting styles within the same class of weapon. And here it's even more diverse with the wire bugs and being able to traverse up the sides of the mountains. Cool stuff overall. I'm looking forward to Sunbreak. That comes out next month, I think. So that's why we're building up our character here on this version. Unfortunately, if you have a Switch and you played it on the Switch before, there's no way to share your saves. There's no transfer. There's no cross-play. So if you do decide to play it on the SteamDeck, then you will have to start over. There's no getting around it. I didn't mind so much. It's kind of fun to play these lower levels again because later on when you start battling 2 and 3 monsters at a time. Granted they do reduce the HP of them, but it can get real harrowing because the monsters get tougher, and pretty soon that time limit of 50 minutes starts seeming real short. And I also like the raids that they do now. So now it's more of a, I guess it's a tower defense game. Which is okay. It's not bogged down by what you would typically expect a tower defense game to be. I really like it. Of course, I liked it in Monster Hunter Ultimate and Monster Hunter World. They've always managed to have these boss battles, still be pretty epic, and even having completely different gameplay. Managing cannons and arrows is obviously much different than the core gameplay of hunting monsters. But somehow it still all works. I don't know how they do it, but they do manage to make it fun and not too simple. Not too complicated, not too simple. And the battles themselves are short, so you don't have to have that feeling that I got to play this section that I don't really like, even if that were true for me. It's a short section for all the boss or for all the pre-boss battles. Like I said, we have lots of bosses to fight too. Capcom has always kept Monster Hunter games updated with lots of content. So even after you play, the first year, you're just getting tons of free stuff, tons of free missions and tons of free combat scenarios. So there's a lot to like about how they've handled Monster Hunter without resorting to a ton of microtransactions, which they could easily do if they wanted to. I don't know how many people would buy into it. I don't really believe in that, but I'm glad they've kept it this way. With all the free updates, it's really built the community. Putting it on multiple platforms has built the community too. A lot of people who had never tried a Monster Hunter game, they had the opportunity to do so with Monster Hunter World. If they weren't into Nintendo or Sony portable systems. But now everybody can play a version, which they can be happy with, which is great. I hope Capcom keeps that up. I don't know why I like the Great Sword. I generally do not like slow, methodic weapons, but something about it really clicks with me. But again, for you may like one of the hunting horns, or you may like the dual knives. I mean, there's such a diverse selection that they managed to stuff into this game. Plus, with all the kinsects and the elements, there's just lots and lots of ways to figure out something that you like, and that can work in a group. The game's really meant to be played multiplayer. Obviously you can play it single player like I do, but it's even more exciting when you're playing with 3 of your other friends, because then the monsters are significantly harder, and you can strategize quickly with each other, trying to perform your hard hitting attacks without tripping other people up on their hard hitting attacks. It's a lot of fun. And generally, I would say that even on the Switch, the network latency has never really been terrible. You either get a decent to good game, or you just get a bad signal. So you never really have to deal with the with the in between, where it's like you sort of can play, but people are teleporting left and right. Thankfully, I've never really run into that, although I do have a gig Ethernet where I am right now, so that certainly helps. But the experience has always been good. And granted, there's no direct communication. The Switch itself obviously doesn't have very good voice support. And the Steam version, that's not any different. The voice support is okay. You can't, at least you have the ability to use your voice. But if you're like most people, you're opening up a Discord room, a Signal room, or something else, some other voice application. You're probably not using the native voice because just overall it's not really all that competent. The only time it's really to your advantage is if you're on the the PlayStation ecosystem or the Xbox ecosystem, where they really tied that voice together across the entire operating system versus individual games like you would get out of Steam or the Switch. I do always wonder why they have this double ending. It's like, congratulations, you got to HR2. Now try to get to HR 10, which has a completely different set of bosses and endings. So you may have defeated Magna Mallow, but make no mistake, far harder hunts are ahead. Speaking of which, Noah has 5-star quests ready for you now. Check them out as soon as you can. Listen here, Miyamorai, because of you, the fire of hope burns bright all through Kamura. Don't stop now. The hand-me-down sword, oh boy. How's it going, Squirt? That fire for hunting still burning within you? Good. Seems like you're not the only one. Feels like the whole village is fired up. Wahaha! Guessing you must have inspired them. But that also means they're more likely to hit a snag sooner. Hope you're there to help them out when that happens. That said, we don't take your efforts for granted. I'll be giving you a special reward in return. I only ask that you make yourself available around town and lend a hand when you can.
Take care. Yup.
Miyama, working as hard as ever, I see. Are you making good use of the Buddy Plaza? Yori, Kokarashi, and our foreign guests have a lot to offer there. I'm hoping I can ask you to offer them one more thing. Hire as many buddies as you can. Ain't much of a Buddy Plaza if it ain't filled with buddies. Plus, you'll be needing as many buddies as you can get your hands on. Different situations call for different buddies. That's a fact. And don't think your efforts will go unrewarded. Nope, I prepared something real special. We'll get to it. Are you done yet? Oh, no, you're not. Just the hunter I wanted to see. Why, well, lately we've been going through quests faster than Hanoa goes through a box of dango. So here, I'm giving you this, a Kamura ticket. aiding Kamura by completing village quests or rampage quests will sometimes reward you with Kamura tickets from Fugen the Elder. These tickets can be used to forge or upgrade your gear. A little something to thank you for all you do for the village. Consider it a gift from everyone here. Keep up the good work.
Take care.
Yeah, you're fine, man. Yeah, you can talk forever, apparently. My goodness, man. Hi, Miyamurai. Do you have some time on your hands? I need your help. Like I was saying before, hearing stories about your hunts really gets my creative juices flowing. And hearing your latest story got me thinking, what if I take a few Palamutes out and show hunters how great they are? I'd like to run into monsters along the way, so I'll need to make some solid gear, but I don't have enough materials. Would you be willing to share some of the materials you have on hand? And just like always, I'll give you some Palamute gear. What do you need? Oh, I actually have them all. Oh, cool. Here you go.
Oh, it's you.
Thank you so much. With this, I can craft some sturdy Palamute gear and head out without any worries. Here, take this. I've tested it plenty of times. Should be okay. But let me know if you run into any issues.
Yep.
Now, how to go about the promotional side of things. Well, I suppose I'll figure something out. Stat core fang. Okay. I don't remember what that was. No idea. I have anything I can forge? Not really. We're gonna have to get into more fights for more materials.
What is it?
Still don't have the next tier of weapons yet. We could start building some of these, but I don't know if I really want to. I mean, I don't know. I might go the ore route. I generally tend to like the ore weapons. But it'll take a while to get to the same or better than what I have right now. So, you know, we'll hold off.
Are you foraging or upgrading?
Of course, I don't have enough materials for a lot of this stuff. I have pieces here and there. I can't make a full set of anything. Basarios, I guess. Is he defense 22? Weak to dragon and water. Strong to fire and ice.
Some hunters literally take hours. I'm used to waiting. Come to me if you need new gear.
Oh, you are going to give me another kinsect? Those who command the wildlife command the hunt, remember? So knowing your endemic life is crucial. For a Kamura hunter especially, that's must-have knowledge. And to get it, we need to gather info on those critters. Get it in hand? Yep. Don't worry, I'll make sure you're well compensated for the work. Let's start with you finding 20 different species. Sound good?
Hang in there.
Oh, you have something else to say? I had a feeling you'd come through. Now let's take a look. Interesting. I had no idea there's this much endemic life out there. I'm sure there's even more waiting to be discovered. Hey, this one's an eye-catcher. Oh, look at this one. Whoa, now that's really something. Oh, sorry, I got a little carried away there. Here are some great wire bugs for your efforts. Use them on your expeditions to find even more of those critters. Okay. I think my Palicos and Palamutes came back already. Yeah, there we go. We have modified the Meowcenaries' kites so that they are now able to survey farther off territories. This means they'll come across new, different materials to collect. If you have no qualms with it, I'd like to get started right away. Oh, they're not done yet. For some reason, I thought they were all done. Silly me. Gilbert, what then? What in the world is with you, Gilbert? My goodness.
Great choice.
I think I have enough healers.
Roger.
Soichi.
That's a good pick.
Rush, Robin, Andrew. What about Robin?
Roger.
Okay, got a bunch in reserve. Eventually this will open up. Oh, there we go.
Have a look
Ah, Hunter, it does my heart glad to see an individual of your profession doing so well. And so, to support your efforts, I have added new items for trade. All of these will serve you well on the hunt. I wait news of your further exploits with bated breath, and do not hesitate to call on me if you find a use for my talents.
Very well. Let us begin. Let's go.
How do I get another submarine? I thought maybe I have to wait a little bit later to get another submarine.
Let us
I don't remember what I have to do that.
until we meet again.
I heard you got it, Yamurai. Magdamallo. More like Magna Mild. And who knows, smiling more than ever. You're my hero, so as a sign of my thanks, I want to give you this armor. It's for Kahoot, though. This rugged full suit completely neglects any sort of functionality in favor of style. Your Kahoot's gonna love it. Come back later and I'll have some more armor that will really blow your mind.
Take care.
How about this
Is it
leather?
true? Can it be? You really inherited Elder Fugen's sword? It is true. What an honor to be able to receive such a mythical weapon. What will happen now that such a treasure has been bestowed upon you? I don't think anything particular will happen. Do you feel incredible power coursing through your very being? No? Oh well, Elder Fugen did mention that he wanted to pass it on in the near future because it was super heavy. That's weird.
Sure.
Oh, maybe he meant heavy as in the weight of responsibility it carries, not physical weight. All makes sense now. See, for us in the village, the sword is a powerful symbol that is only held by a true leader. Are you ready to be a leader?
Uh-huh.
Are you ready to take on that responsibility? We'll see. For now, we'll have to settle for taking on 5-star quests.
Funny Dongo are a taste of heaven.
Yeah, what are we fighting? We're going to fight the Karga, Zignor. Oh god, I hate the Zignor. Anjanath, Mitsune, Rathalos, of course. We can redo the Magmal if we want. Kezu Anus, Somnakant. Okay. Gliku and Anjanath. Yeah, probably that's okay.
There's so many of them.
Tetranodon and Volvadon. We haven't done any expedition tours, but I may just do those offline because they're kind of boring to watch. Just me gathering stuff. That's no fun.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, who else do we need to talk to?
What's up?
Home Yamurai. Hey, could you hear me out for a sec? Since that run-in with Magdamallo, for some weird reason, I'm just overflowing with new ideas. I finally decided to just go with the flow, you know, and guess what I came up with? Magdamallo Dango. I had everyone try it, and the village is just full of lip-smacking and smiles. As soon as you dig in, it's just gonna melt in your mouth. Guaranteed.
Bye-bye.
Home Yamurai. Hey, something wild happened. Listen up. Just when I was kit ready to throw my old mallet, Meowster Hammond came by and asked if he could have it. I gave it to him, thinking he just wanted to make some rice cakes, but when I got to his home to see... when I went to his home to see if he needed a paw, turned out he'd made it into a charge blade and called it Rice Bane. Such a classic Meowster Hammond thing to do, meow. He even made it with parts to spare. You should ask him to make one for you too, Meowmarai. Really? Great work out there, pounding those Meowsters. Why not treat yourself to some Bunny Dango? Who else is gonna blab at me? Want to hear something wild? Apparently there's a hunter out there who dual wields dango skewers as weapons. Being the dango meowniac I am, there simply was no way I could forget about something like that. And that's why I've modified our bunny dango to be usable as dual blades. They're just as tasty as ever, but eating them during a hunt is a big no-no. If you doze off, you might be monster lunch. I gave some of the materials to Meowster Hammond. If you're interested, why don't you go ask him about making one? Okay. I mean, I don't know. That might be fun. It just depends on how they play. If they play like dual swords, then I'm probably not interested. I think dual swords are like super flashy. They're okay. They're like fun to play with for a while, but not, not for a long time. Oh, Meowmarai, hey, there's something I need your help with. So I was thinking up a new bunny dango recipe the other day when I ended up falling asleep. I felt guilty for slacking at first, but then I realized I was now full of energy, and that's when it hit me. You know that monster that makes you sleep? The Snorkan? Snooze cat? Somnicanth. Inspired by its majestic song, I could make dango that'll refresh my customers with a nice short power nap. So would you catch a Somnicanth for me? Please? I just know I could make some real awesome dango if you did. There's always something to say. What the heck's going on here? Oh, hey, I wanted to ask your help with something. So the other day I came up with a new bunny dango recipe, and this time I just know it's going to turn out great. Problem is I need lots of monopolis eggs for it. I mean, I tried to carry a few back here myself, except, well, it's way too much hard work. My entire body's yelling out in pain, and I just couldn't go on any longer. Please, Meowmarai, thank you. Think you could bring me a Rhinopolis egg when you're free? Anything else? My goodness. Okay, why don't we stop it there then? This is audap. You've been watching Monster Hunter Rise. We're running on the Steam Deck. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.